Well, it's not breathing.
Johnson, you've broken the rule. What are you gonna be for Halloween? Well, I was hoping I could be your boyfriend.
That'd be real scary.
Hey guys, what did you fucking say? What did you say? I'll beat your dick. I will beat your fuck. I will fuck up your ass.
What is up, everybody? My name is Milton Avi. This aka Mito the God here. Welcome back to another video with my partner in crime.
Oh, hey guys, didn't know we were starting this. What's up? It's Brandon here.
So good. All right. So we've been gone, but we're back for now at least.
Yeah.
So today's video, as you can see by the spooky, scary images posting on the screen right now.
What images?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't see them. But where today, Brandon wanted to talk about the SS Ourang Medan. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? The Ourang Medan. Ain't that right?
The Ourang Medan, but yeah.
The Ourang? Okay, yeah. Well, we're here to talk about the Ourang Medan, the story behind the Ourang Medan, and how the new game, Man of Medan, which, by the way, goddamn, is the Man of Medan such a good damn game.
It's kind of scary.
When Brandon wants to talk about how the Ourang Medan came to be the center point for the game, the Man of Medan. So I'll let you take it from here, brother.
All right, so the SS Ourang Medan was fumbling through notes.
Oh, you looked through notes. Damn, this nigga
Yeah,
took notes, bro.
I took them notes.
You took them notes.
But depending on which reports you read up on and the information you read up on, it has small variations in the history of it. Mainly about the date that the SOS was sent out. It's believed that either in June of 1947 or as late as February of 1840 or 1948, along the Straits of Sumatra and Malaysia, the ship, the USS, there's not a U, but there's an SS, Ourang Medan, had sent out a SOS, basically saying that they're in distress, and at the time, the SOS wasn't able to be deciphered all the way properly, but as time went on and, time ran out for everyone on the SS Medan, the transcript that was, deciphered from Morse code read, "All officers, including the captain, are dead. Lying in chart room and bridge. Possibly whole crew. I die." Nothing else was picked up from the ship until two American ships had picked up the message and, felt that they should go investigate and go figure out what's going on. So with help from a British and Dutch ship listening posts, they were able to get the coordinates of the USS Medan and promptly get over there to figure out what in the hell is going on. An American merchant ship, it was the USS Silver Star, was sent the coordinates, and they went off to go see what was going on for the distress call. Now, they wasted no time getting over there, and it took 7 hours, maybe a little bit more, until lookouts on the board spotted the Medan just floating. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was on a ship and looking for this other one, looking for this big ass freighter that apparently everyone's dead on,
mm-hmm.
and I just seen it just sitting there in the water, I would not. No,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't get off. I wouldn't get off my boat.
Nah, yeah, I feel you.
No, yeah, I wouldn't get off the boat I was on. I'd stay and just go chill. But everyone else, yeah, they can. But now, finding the ship was the easy part. But everyone's dead, so there's no saving anyone.
Right. So what did they do?
So when they got on board, they seen that it was littered with bodies and crew.
Right.
of corpse of of the Dutch crew because it was a Dutch ship. But when they found them, they found that their faces were twisted into sheets of terror and arms trying to fight off something.
Mm.
They died from fear. They
Mm-hmm.
died because they were scared.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the ship's dog escaped the terror
Oh,
of whatever was on that
nah,
ship.
not the puppers.
Oh yes, the doggo got wrecked.
Got wrecked. So that's pretty interesting. But is there anything else that was a part of the story too, or is that it?
Um, it was found that local temperatures exceeded in 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but they felt a chill.
Mm. Wow.
Also, the Ourang Medan was salvaged quickly, and wait, the Ourang Medan for salvage was quickly taken. Oh, it was to tow. Oh, to tow it for salvage was quickly taken, and it was only when ships had tethered together that smoke was discovered below decks. Oh, specifically in the number 4 cargo hold. Within seconds of the top rope being severed, the Ourang Medan exploded with enough force to lift it out of the water before sinking to the seabed.
God damn. All right. Mm, um. I don't know how a falling box can cause a whole ship to explode.
Oh, I think the hold on, let me see here. Let me read up a little bit more. Another oddity was the condition of the victims. All of them had suffered, but none of had. Oh, they didn't have any injuries.
Mm-hmm.
To note of. Also, they were decaying quicker than they should be, but the ship itself didn't appear to have any suffered damage. That's kind of how it is in the game too, but we'll get into that. And when the search party returned to the Silver Star, the decision to tow it was then made, and then it was only when the ships were tethered together that smoke was discovered below the decks in the number 4 cargo hold, and then after the tow rope severed, it went boom.
Yeah.
The Coast Guard report, all the Coast Guard had to say was that their frozen faces upturned to the sun, staring as in fear. Their mouths were gaping open and their eyes staring.
Wow. That's an interesting
And then
fucking story, bro. That's fucking scary. Not gonna lie.
about the boat just, I don't know, fucking going boom.
Well, I read a little bit. I did a little bit of research about this whole the Orang Medan and
The
how it
orangutan.
the orangutan madam and
Right.
how what happened and shit like that. There's different theories, and one theory is that the Ourang Medan was actually um hauling fucking some
Powerful
very
psychedelics.
no some very powerful chemicals. And
Mm.
what I have is they were carrying chemicals like potassium cyanide and nitroglycerin.
Oh.
And oh, that's a theory at least. And I kind of this one kind of makes sense a little bit on how they possibly died because listen, I didn't do well in school, but I did great in chemistry. And I could tell you something. Um Nitroglycerin and salt don't go well.
That's a bomb, right?
They don't go well. And from what I'm reading
Doesn't
here, it says
nitroglycerin explode?
yes. And when I read this right here, it says Bainton and other. I'm also getting this from Wikipedia, so this could be also like fake as fuck. But this is what Wikipedia is saying. This is Bainton and others hypothesized that Ourang Medan might have been involved in a smuggling operation of chemical substances such as a combination of potassium, cyanide, and nitroglycerin, or even wartime stock of nerve agents. According to these theories, seawater
Oh.
would have entered the ship's hold, reacting with the cargo to release toxic gases, which then caused the crew to succumb to asphyxia and or poisoning. Later, the seawater would have reacted with the nitroglycerin, causing the reported fire and explosion, which is what I just said. I didn't even read that part, so I feel good about myself guessing that nitroglycerin would explode. Um, but that could also, because what you said too about the bodies decaying faster than normally. That could
Right.
explain, because of the toxins going into their bodies, that could explain their decomposition.
There's
Um,
yeah,
yeah, the reason for their decomposition going faster than usual.
right.
But I can't argue that these motherfuckers were laying on the ground or in their chairs or huddled together in corners, scared as shit. I don't know what they were looking at, but they were scared as fuck. So that's
Now
my
jumping into the game, the Man of Medan.
the man,
The Man of Medan.
the Man of Medan.
Yep. Basically, you take part. It's you, your brother Alex. Well, you play as all the characters, but it's a couple It's like 5 people, and mm, some bitch named Carlota commented on my TikTok video. So hey, that's cool.
Nice.
But right, I want to become famous. But in the game, it's a group of 5. It's made by the same people that make Until Dawn, which is a really good story about a.
Really good game. Really
Anyway,
good
yeah,
game.
it's a good game. But it's about a good story because it involves the Wendigo.
Oh, that should be another video, bro. We gotta talk about different cryptids, bro.
Yeah, I'm actually I know I talk a lot about the Skinwalker and
Yes, you do.
Wendigo a lot.
That should be our next videos. Your experiences with the Skinwalker. But anyways,
Another story for another day. But back to
yes.
the ship. So basically, it's the group of people, and 2 of them, which is a chick named Julia and Alex.
Mhm.
Yeah, Julia and Alex. Them boys are getting married. Spoilers.
Nice.
So they're diving and they come across this. Well, they're kind of looking for shit to dive because they're divers. So they find this crashed plane that like no one knows about. It's crashed in the water. Some shit plot device type stuff.
Right.
It hasn't been found. No, it hasn't been disturbed. Fuck, there's still bodies in it and shit. Like mint, mint.
Fucking mint.
Yeah, basically it was fucking mint, right? So they go in there and Julia fucks around. That's an option you could do, but Julia fucks around, hops in it, like grabs on the gunner control or some shit in the driver's seat and like pulls that bitch back so the plane slides forward.
Right.
So then they start shitting their pants and they go ahead to get out of there. And on the way out, they find a paper talking about Manchurian gold, which in the game,
Go.
that's what the Ourang Medan is carrying.
Right.
This Manchurian gold. It's not gold.
No, it's toxins.
It's
Spoiler.
toxins, but in the game, it's hallucinogenic toxins.
Yes.
And that's what makes them like freak the fuck out and like, yeah. But that's a little bit later on down the line. But as they're going to leave the airplane, that's been fucked. I think it was like a Strata bomber, one of the two. I think
Yeah.
it kind of looked like that.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell with a decaying airplane, but yeah, it's a pretty good guess.
It's pretty big airplane though. They came into the back gunner section,
Yeah,
so
no, it is
had a window.
it is a big boy plane.
But so they get there and these like pirates, like look at me, type pirates.
Look at me.
I am the captain. I think he even says that too. But yeah, they come by and they snag the dive wire, and that like rips off the front of the plane, kind of. Then the little white girl and the dude, they swim out and they go up to the top. And when they get up there, our boy Conrad, which is another character's name that I just remembered, he threw money at them and pissed them off because the wire fucked up their boat, the other guy's boat. So then they're like, yeah, here, take this. Now, mind you, the 2 white people in this game, they're rich. So,
Huh.
yeah, our boy Conrad basically threw the whole money clip at him. And that didn't sit too well with old One Eye.
Mm-hmm.
One Eye Willie.
Yeah.
But, so they wait. It's in the middle of the night. And the dudes from the boat come back and they get on the other boat. Y'all's boat. and they kidnap y'all, and they find out where y'all going about this Manchurian gold, and then they try and go find it. They stumble and they get the location, they go to it, and it's the the
Ourang.
orangutan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah.
big
They're
boy ship, the
where they
Manchurian
totally won't die.
goldies. Yeah.
So they find it, and then slowly but surely, it's like a Blair Witch situation. They all start losing their fucking minds.
Right.
One of the guys killed themselves. The main leader guy kills one of the other guys, and y'all just skedaddle on out of there.
Yeah.
While dealing with psychological fucking nightmares.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically the whole premise of the game. It kind of just adapts the whole fact that the Ourang went down under mysterious circumstances, and it was carrying mysterious cargo that no one really knows about. You can't really
Manchurian
figure out
gold.
the Manchurian gold. When it turns out it's just nerve toxins, possibly that cause really intense fucking psychological effects.
Yeah.
That make you want to kill your friends. Now, on the next episode.
All right. So, okay. All right. Cool.
No.
Well, I think
I don't know.
actually, I think that's pretty much it. Though we explained the concept of what we wanted to talk about, and that was it.
Yeah.
So this is.
Well,
go ahead.
on the next episode.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We don't have a schedule for uploads for videos.
Okay, yeah, that's what's gonna be next.
Yeah, well, okay, then the Skinwalker is next, which Brandon has many stories of the Skinwalker and his interactions. I have none. So this will be a great time for me to listen to stories. But that will be a later video, probably record it next week then, and then hopefully get it up also next week. And we have something a little special happening in November. It's a spooky. It's gonna be a surprise, okay? It's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a little different for the channel, but
It's in November.
it is in November, but it's gonna be a lit surprise. So tune in for that, and don't forget.
Thanks, guys, for the 5 subscribers.
Thank you, guys.
This is the fun.
Yeah, thank you, 5 subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to see.
Yeah, but
can we get up to -5 likes, ladies and gentlemen, please?
can that
-5
Emily
likes.
chick message again? We loved your English last time.
Yes. Leave a comment if
You disagree with any of this, and
Nah.
we'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll get back to you. But also leave a comment if if the bye.
Bye.
Adios.